this week I'm reading on the beach.
I remember when we used to be in love, and we thought that nothing could ever keep us from partying, leaving this romance behind. But now you're gone, and all I have is time. And though you're not here anymore, I still think about you. 'Cause baby, I didn't forget you.
So Rootless has a very unexpected ending. Don't know if you can hear my belly, but I am currently tearing up. Hi friends, I finished Rootless last night, and it's general fiction. It talks about relationships, marriage. I mean, the main character, F.A., is going through everything. She struggles with depression, self-harm, postpartum depression. She's figuring out like what does it look like to be a mom, but also F.A. at the same time. I think it's oftentimes people become a mom, or people expect people to become a mom, and they're immediately like, the next 20 years of your life or for your kids. Even like I was on Instagram the other day, and someone was posted a video. Oh, someone posted, it was Kristen Cavallari, which is a whole different thing, but she posted a video with her boyfriend, and people were like, where are your kids? Where are your kids? Where are your kids? But mind you, her kids are not young kids. But this idea that, I bring it up because of this idea that women always have to be like caring about their kids, like overtly, like they can't go anywhere without their kids. And like they are a mom, period. Everything else pales in comparison. Like everything comes secondary, including themselves. And I think that can be tough. And so, yeah, Rootless, I feel I liked, I don't know, it was a good book, and I'm glad I read it, and I would recommend it, not necessarily for anyone who's like, oh, I want to be a mom, can't wait to be a mom and a wife. Like, this book is not for them. This book is for someone who's like, oh, do I want to be a mom? Do I not? Or mainly for people who might have fears about being a mom or a wife. Not that this book would like convince them to become a mom or a wife. That's definitely not what this is about. But I think it would be kind of like a shared experience for someone to know that other people are experiencing that. Yeah, it's just like, it's tough, but a good book for sure. There's a quote at the end and the acknowledgements that I feel like sums up the book. And it says, I hope you learn to block out the noise, stay true to what you want, and find your place in this world. The world is a better place because you are in it. And I feel like that's kind of the journey that F.A. was going on throughout this book, of like figuring out what does it look like for F.A. to stay true to herself, even though she's a mother now, which is something that she never really wanted. But then also, how does she block out the noise and find her place as F.A., the mom, but also F.A., if that makes sense. But overall, I would rate it 4 stars. I don't know if I would reread it again, maybe, but definitely would recommend to any friends who might have hesitancy, who might have like really valid fears of becoming a mom and what that might look like. Also, the ending is just, I did not see that coming. Oh my goodness, it was a lot. It was just, maybe I should have seen like some foreshadowing. I guess I should have a little bit, but whew, there were tears. It's good. 4 stars. So today, another beach day. I'm trying to see if I can read an entire book in a day, and that'll be a separate video. But let's go to the beach.
Suddenly, the world I used to know, I see it differently. You woke me from a dream, now here's reality. Baby, you are really hurting me. 'Cause every time you tell me I'm good and better.
So yesterday I wasn't feeling too good, and so I ended up reading in bed for a little bit, watching Hiyahh on YouTube as well. But in the afternoon, I am staying at my godmother's house. I'm not sure if I mentioned that. And so we met up for a beach day with her daughter and her daughter's kids, which was fun. So we went to the beach, went to the pool, had dinner. It was really fun. Then, of course, watched Olympic trials. Current read is Ace of Spades, and I want to sit and read a little bit. It's currently raining right now. This afternoon it's been raining off and on a little bit, but I think it's supposed to stop soon. And then I want to go to the beach and read Show Your Work, and then come back for the Olympic trials, of course, and then prep for tomorrow, which tomorrow I'm planning to code a bit, and so I'm excited for that. But yeah, I just want to read a little bit.
It's okay that you're feeling blue, 'cause I'm here to stay.
Oh boy, one of my predictions just got shot. Oh.
Going through all the funny stuff that's going through your head now. Oh, I know it's hard to shake off, but trust me now that you will look back on it all with a smile now. Wondering why it took you so long. Life goes on, it goes down.
Oh boy, okay, my theory is back on track, so. But also, I'm like, you always gotta suspect the person you don't suspect at all. The person who I don't suspect at all right now, his name is Terrell. And I mean, if it was him, I'd be like, how? But it also lines up. It could be him. Yeah. If I'm suspecting who I don't suspect at all. But if I'm suspecting who I suspect, then my original theory could be back on track. Wait, original? I don't think I mentioned it in a video, but it's in my head. I came inside because it felt really buggy, but I'm back to my original hypothesis. So I would say I had two hypotheses or predictions. The original one is back on the table. Fully. I popped on here to say I don't really like it when books have a lot of red herrings. I don't feel like this one has a lot, but I don't like flip-flopping my predictions. So basically Belle didn't want Chai or Chiamaka to see her picture from her childhood. And I don't think it's as innocent as like, oh, like I wasn't cute. I think it's like she's the girl from a car accident. I don't know. Page 256 though. I came inside, I can't remember if I said this, but because it was really buggy. And I was thinking about it, the beach might be really buggy as well. I think it'd still be good to do a long ride. But I don't know if I'm gonna sit and read out there. We'll see how it is.
All the funny stuff that's going through your head now. Oh, I know it's hard to shake off, but trust me now.
Whew. I'm sweating so much. But riding on the beach, it's sunny. I didn't think about I'd be riding into the sunset. Ah.
And I go, and we'll never get used to it. It goes on, it goes down, but the sun is...
Yesterday, I got to page 318, and it is now thrilling. I was up in bed reading, and I was like, I don't know what happens. I have about 100 more pages left, which is just so crazy to me. Maybe it's been a while since I read like a 400 plus page book. I just can't imagine reading like a 700, 800 page book. Oh my goodness. But it is now thrilling. I see the thrill. It did take a minute for me to feel that thrill, but it's been good. I'm hoping to finish it today, but I don't know. I probably won't be on the beach that much today. It's currently raining. I think it's raining off and on today. And I want to code today. But Ace of Spades, it's on track for 4 stars. I would say low 4, but 4. I'm on page 350, and after this little escapade, they honestly need to tell their parents. Like, you have to tell your parents. But yeah, that's the only critique. They need to involve the adults now.
The way it burns. I never knew we could feel this way. Now that I do, I want it every day. Ooh, the way it burns. Oh, baby, the way it burns.
So I finished Ace of Spades last night, and it was good. I feel like a lot happened in the last 100 pages, so that was a lot. And ending, could not have predicted the ending. Yeah, I didn't predict the ending at all. Even who was good, who was not good, I don't know. Yeah, so it was a fun read. I would say overall 4 stars. I understand now why people do partial stars, like quarter stars. I would say this is 4.0 because it took a while to get into, but I like the characters. It was fun. Definitely, I wouldn't say I necessarily would be like, oh my gosh, everyone has to read this, versus They're Vicious Games, everyone should read that. But this one, it was good, a good read. I may or may not reread it again, but it's not pressing. It's definitely not at the top of my list, hence why it's just a 4.0. It has some like gay relationships in it, so if that's not your cup of tea, totally understand. But yeah, I don't know. I really like the Gossip Girl vibe, so I'm really hyped to read Magnolia Parks. I've heard that that is just an absolute mess, and so I'm interested to see why, because Gossip Girl is a mess, but they're a classy mess. So I'm curious to see how Magnolia Parks is different than Gossip Girl. But this is a fun read. Glad I read it. It was comped to a bunch of other books, but I wouldn't necessarily agree with that. It's just a high school thriller. Oh, and I wouldn't necessarily say it reads like high school. Like, They're Vicious Games, an adult can read that and enjoy that. The Lilies, I think that's for high schoolers. This, I would say, is in between. And I realized, I can't remember if I said this already in the video, but I think it's because when adults play a larger role in the book, then it feels like an adult could read it and be fine. Versus in here, the adults don't play the biggest role. There are adults and do play a role. Versus the Lilies, it was like, I don't know, maybe 2 scenes of adults. And so I think that plays into why it felt so youthful. Because the adults, I'm an adult, and the adults weren't really doing much in there. Which is fine, they're just different books. But this one, I think an adult can enjoy. Kid can enjoy too. I don't know. Nothing crazy. It has curse words, and I would say it kind of like fades to black. There's just situations in the book, like, yeah, there's a lot of topics. Trigger warnings, potentially, for this book. Yeah. I read Rootless. It was great. Ace of Spades. It was great. I think I'm gonna start on a romance, because it's been like, I think the last time I read a romance was February when I was on a sabbatical. And that was like fantasy, young adults. So it's been like 3 or 4 months, which is just crazy. But I think I'm gonna start with a 1-star romance from Book of the Month. I have about 5 Book of the Month books that I need to read. So this is the beginning of that. But I'm gonna end the video here. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.